Good evening, everyone. This is Akeisha Anthony. And first, let me start off by apologizing for my voice. I'm not feeling very well, but I'm going to do my best here to walk through this presentation. This document will be accompanying the video if you would like to read a little bit more about the learning theories that I've decided to focus on when developing this application. Throughout this presentation, I will explain and demonstrate how the application uses the adult learning principles, Bloom's taxonomy, constructivism, and connectivism learning theories to help the learners achieve their personal learning goals. Target audience is high school graduates, adults transitioning to another career, such as military veterans who are separating from active duty, and technical professionals who need to achieve this certification for their jobs. Target devices at the moment are smartphones and tablets. Splash screen. Then you'll come to the sign-in page. Based on the comments that I received, some persons suggested, users using their existing social network accounts, and I decided, yeah, that's good, because I use a couple of applications, and I use my social network accounts to instead of creating something new. So I added that there, and then if you want to create an account, you can do that here with this page. Once you sign in, you'll hit this welcome page, and the welcome page basically, if there are any events, news, something new, I'll be posting content and news about security incidents. So you'll have some real life content and RSS feeds coming in and showing real world stuff that people can read about. Then I added this capability here of perform a self-assessment. If you're a high school graduate or transitioning military, you may want to have an idea of exactly where you're at in terms of information security. And this self-assessment page here, you can assess your security knowledge, and then you'll have the professional experience knowledge. So the security knowledge is like, what do you know about information security? And that's what those questions are going to be geared towards. What is security? What are some of the things that you've done to secure your home network? So those are the kind of questions that the person will encounter there. And then from a professional standpoint, it might be a little bit challenging for some high school students, but persons with the professional experience, they can perform that assessment to see from a professional, work environment, what do you know about information security? And this just gives the user a baseline of their own knowledge. And even myself, as the person evaluating this information in the back end, just trying to see for the group of people who have taken this assessment, what level of knowledge do they have? Then you'll hit the dashboard. I call this the main dashboard, and here you get to the 6 main areas within the application. There are additional areas, but these are the focus areas. And the basic about Security Plus, the mission. What is this app gonna help? How is this application gonna help you? About myself, my company, why we're doing this, why we want to support and help people pass this certification. Then you'll have the profile page. Here the user can, if they use their social media account, some of this information might not be filled in, but then they'll have the opportunity to fill in any missing information. And from the profile page, they can see who their followers are and who they're following, so if they haven't already connected their social network accounts, here they have the opportunity to do that. Turn on the practice reminders. Then depending on the learning option that they chose, they may have an assigned coach or may not. And the more button will take them to the information about the assigned coach. Then we have the progress, where they can track their progress, just to see historical data. How did they do? What did they miss? And then there'll be some comments here from the coach if a coach is assigned. Then we're going to have the resources. In the resources area, I hope to add articles based on the different topics from the modules within the Security Plus curriculum. Then the dictionary is to provide vocabulary, building the vocabulary. You know, what is a network? What's topology? What's cryptography? So it'll be a very large vocabulary dictionary, because there's so many security related terms that the learner should have a part of their vocabulary, you know, even after they have, you know, completed this learning program. Then I hope to post some videos here, perhaps from YouTube, or perhaps videos from other persons that I could find. We have the help area where they can get help, provide feedback. It's, even though it's not depicted here, my plan is to insert in-app support, maybe through a chat system, or they can call a number. But that's something that I thought about after the fact of adding the in-app support capability. And we have the discussion forum, and it will be filtered and grouped by most popular based on the number of clicks, how many people are looking at it, what's new posted in the last 24, 48 hours, and stuff that's old that you can, if you want to go back and access, the user can go back and access some of that content. Then we get to the course. And as I've talked about throughout this course, the learner will have two options, which is, you know, register for the independent study. And the independent study is that they have access to all the content. They can learn. They're not limited. There's no, you know, there's no real structure, even though we will recommend a specific way in which the person should cover the content. You know, this option, they're just free to, you know, if they want to study cryptography, they can go and learn all about cryptography, conduct the practice, the quizzes and the exams, and they can learn the way that they feel most comfortable. The second option is learning with a coach. This option, the person will be assigned a coach, and this coach is the facilitator to help them through that learning process. And when you click on that, you'll come to the coach dashboard, and there you'll read information about your assigned coach. You can connect with the coach on LinkedIn, which is a professional social network, and they'll have a calendar where they can see when the coaches are going to be checking in to provide feedback and, you know, just review their progress, and the learner can track their progress here as well, just to see how they're doing and see any comments that their coach has left for them. Then we're going to proceed to the training. This is a sample of what one of the modules may look like. So here we're talking about security concepts and the CIA triad, and, you know, blurb about the, you know, each part of this area. After the user goes through that content, they'll have like mini quizzes, like called check on learning. And in this example, the learner here, they already have 12 points that they've accumulated. And this is a drag and drop. So you have CIA triad, and then on the right, you'll have the definitions. And then they have to drag and drop and match them, and they'll gain points. So if I press this hand, you'll see, okay, they matched it, and then they got 2 points for the correct answer. And, you know, as they match the correct item, you know, to the correct definition, they will accumulate points. Not exactly sure how the points will be used yet. But I'm gonna think of something to, you know, so that, you know, the person can use the points for something. I just don't know what it's gonna be at this time. And then progress to the next session here. Then I included an in-app exam simulator, and the exam simulator is just, say if you covered, you know, complete the entire module 1, and you want to go in and see, you know, how well you know, have done, and or you know, just go through some practice questions. And, you know, you'll come here. You'll have the training mode. You can have a timer. You can track the history, previous scores. You have different exams with different number of questions, and And I like this because then, after you've covered a module, you can go through and just rigorously go through questions, practicing, practicing, practicing. So far, that's my idea for the application. I know there are a lot of ways that this application can be improved, and as I go through my instructional design curriculum, I hope that I will be able to take what I've learned to develop a really robust and